It's time to take life more serious. It's time to take life more serious. Each day that goes by, you're getting closer to death. Each day that goes by, we're getting closer to death. Each day that goes by, we're getting closer to death. So why are we playing? Why are we playing like each day that goes by is just like we have an everlasting life or something? This life on earth is temporary. How will you make it? Will you make it a great life? Will you make it a horrible life? Will you make it a stressful life? Which way will you make it? I'm sitting out here at the beach. I mean, not at the beach, sorry. I just left from California, so I still think I'm at the beach. I'm sitting out here at the park, and I'm watching the ducks. The ducks have their purpose. The fish here have their purpose. Everybody following their purpose but us. Everybody's following their purpose but us. The animals are following the purpose that God has for them. The trees are following the purpose that God has for them. The plants are following the purpose that God has for them. But we sit up here playing, and we have dominion over everything. In the Bible, it says that God gave man dominion over everything. The birds, the animals, everything we have dominion over. So if we have dominion over it, why are we not doing our purpose and doing the things we have to do to be successful, be the men we have to be, the men we're appointed to be the men we're called to be? But everything that's under us is doing everything it should be. How are you going to be a role model to your son if you can't even do the simple things in life as a man that you need to do in order to be a man? How can you be a role model? How can you be a role model to your daughter when you're not even being the woman that you should be? Even the man, how can you be a role model to your daughter when you're not even being the man that you should be? We must take life serious. I'm 24 years old, about to be 25 in June. I'm about to be 25 in June. And I can remember when I was 12. I can remember when I was 8. I can remember when I was 14. I can remember when I was 20. Just thinking I had all the time in the world. But you don't, because you get older. You get older. And I look back and I'll be like, man, it was things I wasted time on. It was some things I shouldn't have did. It was some things I should have did. If I could take back a lot of things, I probably would take back things. But if I could start over, I wouldn't. Because it's taught me everything that I have now. It's taught me everything that I'm doing now. You know, I probably wouldn't be doing this YouTube channel right now if I restarted everything in life. If I restarted everything in life, I wouldn't be doing this, because I would probably try to be more successful than the first thing I was doing and try to reach the highest goal I can than the first thing I was doing. YouTube is not something that I always thought I would do. I knew I had a voice. I knew that God called me to have a voice and to speak to people and to motivate people and spread the gospel, preach the gospel, stuff like that. But it's not what I originally thought at first. Even though I always knew I liked to speak about it and I was bold about it, but it's not something that I thought I was called to do. So we must take responsibility, take accountability. We must take responsibility. We must have accountability over our lives. Nobody's going to feel sorry for you. The world doesn't owe you anything. The world owes you nothing. You owe it to yourself, but the world doesn't owe you anything. The world is not going to feel sorry for you, especially men. Nobody cares about you crying. Nobody cares about your sorrows. Nobody cares about you being in pain. Nobody cares about you being sick. Life goes on. I could die today. You could die today. People will be sad for about a day or two, maybe a week. Close family, probably like a little bit of time. But after that, everybody goes back to their regular lives. Everybody goes back to work. Everybody's continue doing the things that they have to do, because your life is all you should worry about. Once I die, if I died today, everybody will think about me for a short moment. And I don't mind that. I have no problem with that. But it's only going to be for a short moment because they have a life. So they got to continue on with theirs. Mine's ended. My time is done. They still have time. So they have to continue to do what they're supposed to do. Have to continue to pay their bills. Have to continue to pay their car note. Pay their mortgage. Do stuff for their daughter. Provide for their wife. Provide for their children. It's still things you have to do. Life continues to go on. But as life goes on, we can't be playing. We can't be playing and not taking life serious, bro. Because I know people who are in their 30s, who are in their 40s, who are in their 50s, and are just not accomplishing anything. They're not accomplishing anything, and they just have a bunch of excuses, and a bunch of just having a pity party. Want people to feel sorry for them. Like, bro, like, you had all this time in the world. You had all this time growing up. You thought you had all the time in the world, but you were playing around. You were catching charges, messing up your record, messing with awful women, even women messing with awful men, making dumb decisions, just thinking you have all the time in the world. And now you're looking up and you're older and you haven't accomplished anything. You don't have anything set aside. You don't have any type of anything, no legacy, no nothing. You have nothing for your church to look back on because time is winding up. Tomorrow it could be over for me. Tomorrow it could be over for you. Tomorrow it could be over for them. What have you done? What are you doing to make sure your legacy is great? What are you doing to make sure you accomplish the things that you say you want to accomplish? What are you doing to become the man that you say you want to be? The man that you say you always wanted to be when you was younger? What are you doing? Think about that. What are you doing? Think about that. And that's the end of my video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel.